Jesus' name. Now we continue our studies of Proverbs chapter 31 with the main topic of Virtuous Woman. The Bible says, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. Don't make yourself to be a cheap woman. Run away from it. When you give your body to a man that is not your husband, you are making yourself cheap and you are selling yourself. I've said one of my write-ups that every woman have a price tag, God-given price tag on her. That is your dowry. Make sure you're not living with a man that has not paid anything on your head. Even if you have had kids for that man, convince him to follow you home, to pay your dowry. So that is the beginning of a virtuous woman. She has a price. And if I ask you, what's your price? What are you going to say? So, hold yourself in high esteem. Be a dignified woman. In our studies, right away, verse 17 of Proverbs 31, it says, she guided herself. She guided her lions with strength and strengthened her arms. She perceived, that's verse 18, she perceived that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. You see, the virtuous woman is a woman of many parts. It's not just a woman that is not sophisticated. A virtuous woman is a sophisticated woman. A virtuous woman is a courageous woman. The Bible says he guided her lions. It's not an easy, lose hope type of a person. She's not a woman that gives up easily. She's a fighter, if you like it. She's a fighter, but not fighting with people. But she's a go-getter. She's a target hitter. A virtuous woman is a go-getter. A virtuous woman is a target hitter. That's what a virtuous woman is. It's not an easy way woman. It's not a woman that wastes her time with people of no value. People who come and talk. When you are going out in the morning, they greet you goodbye. When you come back in the evening, they are still at the same spot. They greet you welcome. She's not that type of a woman. She is a strong woman. She guides herself with strength. She strengthens her arm. In other words, she encourages herself. Of course, if she sees good encouragement from anywhere, from her husband, from her children, fine, from neighbors, from well-wishers, there are people that can look at you, they say, oh, this woman is a hard-working woman. That's the word of encouragement. You may hear it, you may not hear it. There are people who will look at you from afar. They say, oh, I wish my wife is like this woman. So these are some side words of encouragement. You may hear it, you may not hear it. But I tell you something, a virtuous woman, people appreciate her, even from afar or from nearby places. They appreciate her. And more importantly, her husband rises up and praises her. So she's not an easily discouraged woman. She's not an easily weakened woman. Oh, so many things I see on social media. Some say, oh, my head is going mad and all this and that. Just because there are one little challenge or the other. But if you become a virtuous woman, you must learn to strengthen yourself even when nobody is there to strengthen you. That's a great gift. And the Bible says of her again that's verse 18. She perceived that her merchandise is good. You see, there are many people that also will castigate you. So that is why you have to believe in what you are doing. A virtuous woman believes in what she's doing. She's not waiting for somebody to come and commend her and say, oh, you are doing great things. There are people, like it has been said, that if you are dancing on top of the ocean, they will say it's because if you are standing on top of the ocean or walking on top of the ocean, they say it's because you cannot dance, you cannot swim. And then if you are now dancing on top of it, they say you are raising dust. How can you be dancing on top of the ocean and be raising dust? So there are always people who will gossip you. There are people who will criticize you. There are people who will call you names. There are people who will insinuate things. Some can even go to your husband and say what is not true. All out of jealousy, out of bitterness against the virtuous woman. But you must not allow those things to wither you. You must not allow those things to weaken you. You must not allow those things to dominate you. They can be doing their job, that's their job. But for you, believe in what you are doing. That's why the Bible says that she perceived that her merchandise is good. There are people that will look at the new car you bought. They say, oh, this car is good, but it does not have AC. Some will look at it and say, oh, this car is good, but the windows are this or that. Oh, there are people like that. You struggle to buy a land, build a house. There are people that will come to look at it, and when they finish, they say, oh, if not me, they build this house, I will put window on top of the roof. So there are always people who will not go with you. There are people who will not like what you are doing. Some of them are your friends, some of them close associates, some of them are just neighbors. But in all this, believe in what you are doing. Believe in what you are doing. Stand with what you are doing. And so long as the Lord helps you, you are enjoying what you are doing. And what you are doing is giving you profit. And your husband loves what you are doing. Your children love what you are doing. Then go on. Don't allow all these side talkers, backbiters to weaken you. She strengthens herself. That is what the Bible says. She strengthens her arm. She perceives that her merchandise is good.